Hey there, everyone. This is Rochelle, and for today, we will have a short podcast about how teachers shape who we become. And it's called Chalkprints: How Teachers Shape Our Becoming. This episode dives deep into the role teachers play not just in shaping grades, but in shaping futures. From awakening confidence to create every other profession, this is a tribute to the quiet power of educators who leave lasting marks not just on paper but on hearts. Welcome to Chalk Prints, where we talk about education and the people who leave lasting marks on who we become. Have you ever realized that behind every dream, there's a teacher who once believed in you? They don't just teach lessons, they shape futures. They turn shy students into speakers, dreamers into doers, and sometimes students into teachers. Today, I'll share the story of someone who did exactly that for me, my high school teacher. Because teachers don't just create classrooms, they create lives and all other professions that come after. Back in high school, I had a teacher named Ma'am Tess. Strict? Definitely. Scary at first? Oh, yes. But passionate, wise, and unforgettable? Absolutely. She had this way of commanding respect without even raising her voice. Her standards were high, no shortcuts, no excuses. And when Mom Tess gave you that stare, you knew you had to get your act together. But here's the thing. Behind that firmness was a heart so big, so full of care that you couldn't help but admire her. Over time, she wasn't just Mom Tess. She became Mommy Babs to me, a name that holds comfort, admiration, and deep gratitude. She saw something in me that I hadn't yet seen in myself. She encouraged me, challenged me, and whether she knew it or not, she inspired me to take the same path. And yes, I am now pursuing the same field, the same subject, and the same major because of her. But Mom Tess isn't alone in that kind of impact. There are many teachers out there who shape more than lessons. They shape lives. Now, let's talk about how teachers like Mommy Babs change lives. Mom Tess, or my Mommy Babs, didn't just teach grammar or literature. She modeled what it means to lead with heart and integrity. She made us work hard, not because she enjoyed watching us struggle, but because she believed in our potential. She taught me that in the classroom, the classroom is more than just a place to memorize facts. It's a place where you discover purpose, where a teacher's presence, even when strict, becomes a source of strength. And that's when I realized teachers don't just influence your grades, they influence your dreams. And that influence, it doesn't stop in school. Because when you really think about it, teachers are behind everything. With that being said, let's talk about now how powerful a teacher is. There's a quiet truth in a world of education, and that is teachers create all other professions: doctors, engineers, artists, writers. They all began in a classroom, guided by someone who believed in their potential. A study once said that the most important in school factor affecting a student's success is the teacher. But even without statistics, we already know it. A great teacher doesn't just improve grades, they change lives. I remember a classmate who once couldn't read out loud in grade school. Too shy, too unsure. But their teacher stayed behind after class, helping them word by word, day by day. And that classmate, she became a very good writer because one teacher said, "You can." That's the kind of ripple effect teachers have. They don't just teach content, they awaken confidence. Now, let's talk about the lessons that go beyond the subject. Now that I'm walking in her footsteps, I carry her lessons with me. Not just in the way I plan activities or design my lessons, but in the way I would treat my students. From her, I learned that discipline matters. Tough love can be transformational. And teaching isn't just about information that is written on the book. It's about inspiration. She showed me that even the strictest teacher can be the most loved. Because what students truly remember is the teacher who believed in them enough to challenge them. And when a teacher gives you that, the belief, the discipline, and the love, they don't just teach. They become part of who you are. And for all the teachers who became family, I know many students out there have their own mommy babs. That one teacher who made them better, who made them braver, and who made them want to do more and be more. Whether you call them sir, ma'am, nanay, kuya, or mommy, the truth is they become part of our story. They don't just teach, they raise our mind, heart, and spirit. And maybe that's the most beautiful thing about teaching. Your influence doesn't end with a lesson. It echoes for a lifetime. So, to all the listeners out there, think about your own mommy babs. Who shaped the way you think? Who guided your heart without even knowing it? Teachers leave behind more than chalk and lesson plans. They leave behind legacies, written on lives. This has been Chalk Prints, How Teachers Shape Our Becoming. I'm Rochelle, a proud student of Ma'am Tess, and one of many who carry a teacher's love into the future. If this story touched your heart, share it with a teacher you're grateful for. Let them know they made a difference. Because sometimes, a simple thank you can echo louder than any lesson. Until next time, stay learning, stay inspired, and never forget the teachers who helped shape your becoming.